This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Thursday, October 24th. It will be sunny and warm again today with a high of 92, clear skies tonight with a low of 67. Here are today's headlines. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton on Wednesday issued his first public remarks affirming the prosecution's case against Robert Roberson, the death row inmate whose execution was stayed last week after an unprecedented legal maneuver by a bipartisan group of lawmakers. In the evening statement that was released on social media, email, and his office's website, Paxton said he released the autopsy report and a sworn affidavit of the medical examiner who performed Roberson's daughter's autopsy to correct lies about the case coming from State Representatives Jeff Leach, Republican from Plano, and Joe Moody, Democrat from El Paso. Roberson, an East Texas man, was convicted in 2003 for the death of his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki. He has maintained his innocence since his trial. Gretchen Sween, one of Roberson's defense attorneys, said in an emailed statement, quote, "Tonight, a profoundly disturbing thing happened. The Chief Law Enforcement Office of the state of Texas, the OAG, issued a stunningly misleading statement designed to quash a bipartisan group of lawmakers in their truth-seeking mission, which has riveted the world. Why the urgency to execute an innocent autistic man with a perfect disciplinary record during the 22 years he has been confined on Texas's death row, largely without any lawyer willing to investigate his claim of innocence?" End quote. Until Wednesday, Paxton had not publicly commented on the case. This past weekend, he filed a petition with the Texas Supreme Court asking for the order granting the subpoena to be reversed, which was later denied. In other news, a global tech company is moving its U.S. headquarters to Dallas-Fort Worth. Simply Learn, which provides training for digital skills, has relocated its U.S. hub from San Francisco to Plano, near the Dallas North Tollway and 121. The shift comes after Krishna Kumar, founder and CEO, moved to Texas. The move is yet another boost for the Dallas area, which has attracted regional and global headquarters in recent years, as the companies seek access to talent, growth, and central locales. They include relocations from California and the rest of the country. Simply Learn, which says it's based in Plano and Bangalore, India, is part of Blackstone after the private equity firm announced an agreement in 2021 to acquire a controlling stake. Simply Learn received a $250 million investment from Blackstone and has received backing from other investors in its history as well. Next up, the February 11, 2021 collision is frozen in the minds of North Texas as one of the deadliest crashes in state history, a 130-car pileup that killed 6 people and injured dozens. Vehicles slid on black ice after 36 consecutive hours of freezing temperatures. They struck narrow concrete barriers on the southbound lanes of the toll road, setting off a chain of secondary crashes that stretched 1,000 feet. Drivers make tens of thousands of daily trips on the 6.5-mile stretch of the toll road, connecting North Texas with downtown Fort Worth. 3 years after the crash, an exhaustive and exclusive review by the Dallas Morning News shows that decisions made that morning by the private toll operator, North Tarrant Express Mobility Partners, or NTE, contributed to the catastrophic crash. More broadly, it also reveals a lack of general oversight by the Texas Department of Transportation of private toll operators, an issue that also was previously raised in Toll Trap, the news's ongoing year-long investigation into the state's toll roads. Even more troubling, the National Transportation Safety Board issued 4 specific recommendations based on its investigation of the crash. But to date, 2 of those recommendations still have not been implemented. And there's a lot more to this story, and you can read it at dallasnews.com. And when the State Fair of Texas closed for the season this past weekend, there were some who feared the new pastrami sandwich sold at a booth near the Cotton Bowl might be gone forever. Juan Reeves, the concessionaire who created the sandwich with his brother Brent, said it's literally the #1 question we get on Instagram and Facebook. Well, good news. This barbecue sandwich will be sold at the owner's restaurant, Smokey John's Barbecue and Home Cooking in Dallas, on Fridays and Saturdays only, and for a limited time. And it starts this Friday. This pastrami was a favorite of the Dallas Morning News food tasters at this year's state fair. It was peppery, fatty, and salty, generously portioned, deliciously indulgent. Those familiar with Jewish delis like Katz's and 2nd Avenue in New York might be familiar with the hot pastrami sandwich. Barbecue fans might have gotten an occasional taste of brisket pastrami from Cadillac Barbecue in Farmers Branch, but it isn't a regular on most barbecue menus. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.